If you were to walk into a room and I'm playing the piano, you'd definitely be hearing jazz music. Something I like to practice more than any other genre. It's not as loud and not as dramatic as rock music, and it's not as intellectual as classical music. It's very relaxing, helps me keep my composure when I'm at the keyboard. It's more of a practice form of music for me. I really enjoy playing it with friends. It's something you can just create your own. It's improvisation and it builds character for me on the piano. It's not the highlight of the performance most of the time, but I really enjoy playing it, and that's part of my pianist identity that I can offer. Started playing the piano at a young age, about 7 or 8, and my mom forced me to take some lessons, and didn't really like them at first, but I felt too bad about quitting. I couldn't do it. Didn't want to be a quitter, and same thing happened to me when I took up the trumpet. Never have quit, and now I'm grateful. It's a blessing in disguise that my mom made me play. My road to mastery, I read music meticulously when I was younger. I practiced often, and I really started to enjoy things once I began to memorize stuff and play more for fun rather than for lessons. When I was around 13, I started really kicking it into high gear. I went to the piano even when it wasn't to practice. I started to perform a little bit better. I used to be nervous during performances, but once I recognized my skill, I lost my nerve. I never really entered in competitions, just tried to be the best I could, and I'm happy that I went about it that way. The next step for me was to market myself. I took to YouTube and got some parents coming over, and people kept coming back, and people just wanted to hear me play, and I really enjoyed it. I started out with just a couple hundred views on my videos, but kept growing, and I was building confidence. I was competent with what I had. Started playing gigs and events, and money came in, and I wasn't even in high school yet. I had already found my niche at the keyboard. So I got into high school and started playing a little bit more. The views kept on piling up, and by the time my senior year came around, I was playing in front of audiences nearing 1,500, 1,600. That's really where my piano playing skills kicked off. I was in New Trier's Jazz One Ensemble in my senior year of high school, and it was the latest stop on my path to mastery at the piano, and I enjoyed it a bunch. I wrote a lot of music. I wrote down chords in a notebook I had, chords of jazz and rock, and continued to strive at Jazz One, and we went to New Orleans and played at the Jazz Showcase in Chicago. And I kept writing. I was writing down a bunch of jazz and rock chords on a sheet, got really into that music, continued to perform, and I really enjoyed the plateau, and I'm still enjoying the plateau. I had a definitive process. I'd write, then practice, and perform. So I wrote, and I practiced, and I guess now it is time to perform. And the tune I will be performing is Honesty by Billy Joel.
I'm going.